back left, tummy back left. From her pace, we knew it was going to be a good finish. We just didn't know relatively where. I thought a top 4 was going to be doable with knowing her pace. But it's good to see now where her run ranks with everything, you know. So that's solid. Yeah, I think it was really impressive. You know, I think she's really happy with it as well. She knows how fit she is right now, and I think she's really confident right now relative to where she was looking at like a year ago. And it helps having the athletes that we have knowing where they are going into the weekend. I'm really excited about this second event. This next one's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a great day one for her. That's for sure.
Final rep for Emma Lawson, ladies and gentlemen. She's doing running. Put your hands together, Emma Lawson, 15:08 unofficial time.
That was really good. I knew today was going to be a good day for me workout-wise, so I'm happy it all went to plan. But I kind of had to make up for the coming days because I know there's some in there that are going to be a bit of damage control. So just trying to, you know, crush the ones that I know I can, and then, you know, whatever happens on the others, it is what it is. But I feel like I have that like spark in me that I had a couple years ago. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy and excited. So I think so I obviously started competing really young, and I think when you start doing something and you kind of like become really good at it at a really young age, it kind of becomes your whole identity. So I got really wrapped up in like, you know, my whole identity and who I was, and everything I did was like CrossFit. And when you spend that much time doing and being something, I feel like it can just really turn to something a little more. Doesn't have to, but for me it turned to something more negative where like, you know, I was never good enough and there always could be better, and like, which I mean could be a good mindset, but for me I just like, especially when I was doing this all throughout high school. I stopped high school, or I graduated from high school, and then I went all in on that year, and that was probably the hardest year I've ever had because I like, you know, all my friends went away to college. I was at home. I was like training alone, and it was just being very isolating. And I think I've really learned the importance of being surrounded by people and having a good community around you, which, I mean, there were great people around me. I just never utilized that. I very much isolated myself. And so I think just like I've been really working on finding the joy in things still in the gym, but also kind of figuring out who I am, what I like, other hobbies. Like I literally had no other hobbies outside of the gym. People would ask me like, what do you like to do? Like, what'd you do on the weekend? Like, I only ever said like CrossFit, I did training. And it's like, okay, well, what do you do outside? And I was like, that really stumped me. And it was kind of a wake up call for me of like, okay, like, yes, I love this. Yes, to be good, you have to be dialed to an extent. But I kind of learned for me what being too far on that spectrum looked like, and how that didn't work out for me. So I'm really just trying to navigate finding a new balance there, but I feel like I'm in a good place now, so. I'm nervous. I'll be happy when this one's done, this morning workout. Yeah, it's like, it's scary because my back, and like, obviously when you're out there, you want to be like pushing it. And I don't want to do something silly and end up like hurting my back again. So that makes me nervous. But then also like I haven't really been able to train deadlifts, and these are heavy deadlifts, so I don't really feel like I have that capacity right now. So I know it's just going to be a tougher event for me, but you can't like them all. So
I think the game plan is to split up these deads a little bit more. The workout's much different for the ladies than it is for the men. The men can blitz through the deadlift like it's nothing. 270 for the majority of women is pretty tough. Her headspace coming into workouts where it's testing her back, she's had a good headspace as far as, you know, I'm going to do what I'm capable of doing. I'm going to get through this one. She's much stronger than where she was on the first tour stop. And so I think she just needs to keep that on the front of her mind and just allow her fitness to take over. You know, it is a deadlift workout, but there's 4 other movements in there as well, you know? And so I don't think the deadlift will be the make or break here. I think it's going to be the totality of all the movements plus the echo bike at the end is major, you know? Again, if she could just break up the deads, get on that echo bike around the same time as the top 3 in that heat, I'll take her to be off that echo bike first.
Expected it to go, to be honest, which is fine. I like all the other movements. I felt fine, I felt good, but those deadlifts, which, like, again, to be expected. I obviously haven't been able to really do them, but at least like I'm fine, like in terms of my back injury. So if I'm gonna find a positive, I guess that's it.
Excellent stuff coming on that one. So those ones were flying.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
I rode it at 150 or just below.
Yeah, that was solid.
Yeah.
Really good.
Now I'm like, my lunges felt good. Like I could keep going.
Yeah. Well, now you know.
Yeah.
That's a lot of this weekend. It's like, okay, now I know.
Yeah, for sure.
The cleans look phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The legs were there.
Yeah.
I think it was smart to be like, you know what, fuck it.
Yeah. But I mean,
240.
I was hoping I could at least get 242. But, oh well. I don't know what was that time like? What were the other girls?
I think you were...
I was 236.
236?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Let me figure that out, actually.
I mean, it wasn't like a amazing performance by any means, but I feel like I did what I kind of needed to do. So, yeah, no. I mean, best I could have done on that clean. And then on the rowing, it was like I went hard. I went a lot faster than what I was planning on doing, and I still felt good. It's kind of annoying when you feel like you just still have like a bit in the tank, but now I know. So. I thought I was gonna have to break like 50-20. I was like, there's no way I can do 50 feet unbroken. I'm telling you, adrenaline does a lot. Can you put some things in the trunk? Oh, is that fine? Thank you. I like today better than yesterday, as we all know already. First one is biker skipping and heavy double unders. And it's just like, they're weird because usually a heavy rope is like, the rope itself is heavy, but the handles are what's heavy. So it's like super grippy, and the handles are really fat. So it makes it really grippy. And then I feel like people don't realize handstand walking can get really grippy too, because you're like gripping the floor with your fingers to try and balance, especially with pirouettes. I practiced this one and I really like the biker. It's probably one of my favorite machines. So I like that, but I'm gonna have to break up the double unders a lot when I practice. They're really hard for me.
Have a great day today. Good luck to you.
I think I had the mindset that like more is more, and like you had to be training all day, every day in order to see progress and be good. And that was something that was really hard for me to like change that mindset. Like it was really hard because when you feel like you're doing less, the way that I was thinking at that time was like, okay, I'm doing less, that means that I'm getting worse and I'm not like working as hard or something like that. But I very quickly realized that volume isn't necessarily the answer. I've like been training a lot differently now than I was this time last year, and maybe I could say that I'm doing a lot less, but I feel so much better overall. I feel like I have the proper, or like the energy to like give the proper intent for like all of the workouts that I'm doing, which then in turn feels more productive. And I feel like a lot of us girls that like have gone through this and I'm sure a lot more people have, but a lot of the girls that I've heard talking about it, I feel like the age that we started doing this is a very like influential age. And I feel like when, we're still figuring things out and kind of learning what works for us, whereas like someone who's been doing it for 10 years has probably already figured it out. Whereas like, all the things that we're being told and we're seeing online of what other athletes are doing and things like that, we then feel, or I can speak for myself, I then felt like I had to be doing all of those things also. So yeah, I feel like it's just, I felt easily influenced at that age, and I feel like now as I'm getting older and more experienced, I feel like I'm starting to learn what works best for me and what doesn't.
We'll be getting acquainted with that rope. Fucking grinded on that one too. Every time you picked up that rope, you're fucking grinded on it. It's just the rope. That's all it was. That's the difference maker in the whole workout, was just the rope. They went unbroken, that was it. you will be there very fast. It seems crazy right now. It will not be. We need moments like this, shitty moments to happen. You know, had we known before when we first met or from then until now, it'd be a different story.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this is the story right now, right?
It's just so frustrating. I felt so ready for this competition. Now I'm not even in the top 10. It's worse than what I did at the first tour, and I didn't even train for that.
Well, it's so hard to come back from that kind of stuff. That's amazing.
Deadlift workout really scared me.
Yeah, but that's gonna happen, you know?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people can wait until they feel like they're 100% ready.
Yeah.
But I think it's better to kind of like just put yourself back out there.
Yeah.
Even if you're not 100%. That's what I did.
Yeah.
And I
It's
mean,
annoying because I'm doing like way worse than I did at the first tour. I didn't even barely train for that.
yeah, but that's gonna happen. It comes in waves. Like, during my semifinal after my elbow, I almost had to like quit because I was like, I mean, I was inflamed, but it just is a lesson that like it comes and goes, you know. It takes time.
Yeah.
But you're freaking crushing. It's so impressive. Seriously. And these events are pretty heavy, so like it's just a part of
Yeah.
But no, for real, like I am so extremely impressed.
Well,
Doing
thank
that.
you.
That was really good. That was really, really good. My guess is it's a top 2 on the event. Execution was spot on, you know. Big set on the rings, cruise through the bar. I don't know what she did on the bar muscle up. I'm guessing 10.5. And then kept moving that clean and jerk like it was no one's business. So I'm really proud about it. She's got to be really proud about that. She'll be happy with the progress that she made from last time, knowing that she is fitter even from the last tour event. But I know she'll be pretty bummed about the strength stuff and that jump rope, which, I mean, every normal athlete will feel like that. But I know that she'll be really happy with the way she finished that. It's fair. She knew coming into this that heavy deadlift was going to be really rough. She knew coming into this that the clean, even if she had a 245, it wouldn't have been a huge jump. I think the one thing would be the heavy rope, where it didn't really display fitness for her. But overall, if you look across the weekend, you know, she has a lot more things to be proud of than she does vice versa to hang her head down. I think she'll be content with how it ended up.
I usually try and let myself feel that way for like 10 to 15 minutes because it's only natural to feel that way. But I know that like the longer I spend feeling that way, had I like been mopey the whole day coming into this last event, it wouldn't have gone the way that it did. Whereas because I was able to kind of turn it around and snap out of it, where like I can't go back in time and change how that workout went, but I can control how things go moving forward and how I can like show up for that event. I mean, I had 3 good events out of 7 this weekend. It feels good to end on a good note at least.